Call me fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, no way home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
They like grease up a pig and people try to catch it.
Oh,
It's so weird.
that and cheese rolling down the hill.
Oh yeah, yeah. You roll cheese down a hill.
Roll cheese down the hill.
Yeah.
Oh man,
There's some weird like sports out there.
sports.
I use the quotation marks with my fingers for that. Sports.
I think those are considered sports.
I guess. I mean, they're physical activities.
I don't
so
know
I
if it's
guess.
a good sport, but
It
like,
is technically
it's
a-
sports.
Yeah.
It can do the dirty, but like, what can you complain about? Like, you pretty much signed up for it, so.
Okay. I don't know how we got there, but here we are. This game, though, the playing path very similar to the last one, a little bit more central, and starting from the south going to the north this time. So we're flipping the directions a bit as we are coming up and over, and we saw almost a little bit of interaction between Afrika and somebody else. It might have been Entis at the beginning of that one, but off of your positions.
Looking over towards Afrika, taking a bunch of damage from Gen.G. Roa gets to dip out from the situation with no problemo. But it looks like EJ might just be returning right into the face of PO, and that's not the best decision you can make. PO doesn't miss those. Easy headshot, clean kill comes through. Rest of Afrika now pounding into Gen.G. Loki is going to be the front line to hold it off. PO being knocked out by Roha. Loki holding onto an angle onto the door. He does spot out a player. Good spray onto Shadow. Another player now pushing onto his compound. He's going to be aware of that. But looks like the rest of Afrika is going to be taking this one slow.
Yeah, this is good stuff here from Loki, getting it done. Finds another member. PO down and Onyx out. Only Roa left for Afrika as he's forced up the stairs. Aqua 5 chasing, gets some more damage into him. Hanging on by a thread is Roa. One hit point is all remaining there. If Aqua 5 had been able to connect on the headshot there, he would have finished it. Just not able to control the spray well enough. Roa does get the first aid off. And once again, it's Afrika and Gen.G duking it out here, Bench. Strange to see them butting heads 2 times early on in these matches. It seems like they have a lot of similar ideas how to approach these circles.
Looks like Aqua 5 is going to be on the overwatch for any exit from Roha, and the rest of Gen.G is going to be looking forward to resing PO back onto foot. Roha does exit back onto the first floor. He's going to be peeking side through the corner. Aqua 5 does not realize this, and if Roa just continuously walking, I think the sound cue has been given. Aqua 5 almost being knocked out. Roha now chasing, but the rest of Gen.G is going to be peeking out. That's going to be Loki. Loki really doing the work for Gen.G right now.
I mean, Loki, what a performance there. In a tough position, too. That building, that smaller church that he is in is so tough to fight in and out of. You're completely exposed from so many different angles. There's so many windows. They're very wide open. Inside of it, it's very cluttered, so it's hard to move around as well. So a great job by Loki utilizing a tough position.
Under is going to be patiently waiting. Draft already opening up, and there's Sungjang on the flank, and he's jumping in the wrong time. Finds a couple bullets of his own. Nate now finally flying through towards his way. I don't know if that's going to land. That's going to be falling a little bit apart, but the blue is right behind him. KL trying to take out Leklo. Pretty clean headshots, but just won't be able to find the second bullet to find a knock of his own. And now, with things being quieted down because of the circle, they're going to have to think about rotating out from this. And Entis, they're just eager to take out DAMWON.
Oh, good shooting from Soul. He's going to get Indigo down. He's going to get under as well, but Draft goes down to Sungjang. Sungjang able to survive.
Soul.
Now it's just Kale. Soul is going absolutely ham here for DAMWON. This is why you pick this guy up. One of the best fraggers in Korea when he's allowed to do it. He is so strong, but now they have to go for the reses, as does Entis. So both teams going to regroup now, as it looks like all of them are going to be able to get everybody back up. So no kills, despite tons of knocks in that fight.
Soul knocked out 3 on his own, and he didn't take much damage either. So this guy is really good, and that's the reason why you probably picked this guy up. And now looking over towards T1, trying to compound onto the middle of the battlefield between Entis and DAMWON. Soul,
oh my God,
putting in, they go right to the ground. It's just too good. Akot now coming from the behind. Lakelo is knocked out, going for the second one, finds a good angle, and Lakelo is going to be flushed easily. Steals a point away, and now that kind of warrants Entis to kind of just get out from the situation.
Yeah, so Sungjang did end up going down. So 1 loss for Entis in that initial skirmish, and then T1 decided they want a piece of it. Akad's picking up 2 kills for them. Decent little piece of play calling, but going forward, it's going to be a little bit challenging. Again, T1's going to bump into their old team, so the ideas and the coaching still kind of ingrained inside of Star-Lord here. Comes up into DG. DG's going to get knocked. He comes up for another one. That's a twofer for Star-Lord. Mental's up here now. This is the final boss of VSG. He's going to get the third Star-Lord on fire. Wicked, the last one left. Can he outduel him too? No. Almost able to do a 1v4 as Star-Lord, and Wicked ends up paying the price from PO for it.
Star-Lord really, really decimating his old team apart and made it happen with just 2 members caught and him alone pretty much. And now Entus kind of got knocked out in between the fight between Soul and their own teammates. That just didn't work out, but it looks like they were able to take the res back onto their down teammates while T1 was pushing on towards VSG. So Entus is the benefactor of what really happened in this final situation, I feel like.
Yeah, oh man, that was so close from Star-Lord. That is about all you can ask from a player right there. As grenades are coming through, getting knocks and almost getting Kim Gon-E there. He does not go down. Juanita does, though, from Deva. What in the world was that spray there? Spear actually going to be the one to finish, and I think Deva lost control of his mouse a little bit there. Didn't matter. Good enough.
Spear's kill log, the icon.
Yeah, it was Spears, of course. Yeah. No, but I think Deva was trying to peek, and then Spear got it, and then he just kind of peeled off of it quick with his... I wasn't trying to say he was doing anything fishy there. I was just saying. That was not at all what I meant. That was not at all.
In the meantime, the circle is going to be a upshift, so that just won't do dirty for most of these teams up already in the circle. DAMWON, though, they're going to have to face off Gen.G if they just go straight up and face off DAMWON Gaming if they do decide to go towards the eastern side of the circle. So they're going to have to fight one team at least.
Yeah, LAVEGA's looking good now. They disaster struck early on for them against Quadro in game number 1. This time much better. And I think going back to Deva there, I think he just clipped into the wall. Sometimes in PUBG, if you get too close to a wall or something, it screws up your ADS. So that could have been also part of that situation.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure. No. They're playing LAN, so there's no weird stuff that could possibly be happening here. DAMWON looking to regroup from their struggle in game number 1 as well. They were one of the teams that went out early, so we're seeing a lot of the teams that struggled in this one coming through with much better performances here, Bench. This is what we were talking about. You go in, ooh, good spray from Mickey. Ouch, draft, quick and easy there with the barrel. Come through with good. Good change of ideas. You study the rotations of the other teams, and then these other, the new teams kind of figured out and do well. Now, Gen.G doing pretty good, though. PO still picking up points here and there. LAVEGA has a good position in the middle, and Zenith is picking up some stuff onto Quadro.
Remba's being already down dusted, so that's going to be a heavy loss for Quadro already, just leaving mere 2 players. If they do take the res back onto the knocked player, that's going to be 3, but... losing Remba's like a pretty big loss, I would say. And now Saul from DAMWON opening up towards Gen.G, just trying to dodge those bullets. In the meantime, Jeff Lockett from DAMWON is going to be coming from DAMWON Gaming and take a knock onto Mickey. Clean headshot as well. And now Int tossing out a nade to push the DAMWON boys backwards. Just won't be landing it quite accurately.
Can we talk about the way that Int bounced that frag? That was a really nifty piece of work there off that side hill. Gets a little bit of damage into DAMWON. Soul getting it done. Int's trying to hold it down, but it's Soul once again. Korn comes over the side trying to help his teammates, and he does. DAMWON goes down in 6, but what a performance here from Soul. This is the Soul we've been looking for quite some time here in 2020. This guy, when he is on fire, is, like we've been saying it, one of the best in Korea. Up over the hill is Gen.G into MTech. MTech, how aware of this are they? They've got to hear these footsteps. Pio has been making quite a bit of noise. Pio looks over, wasn't expecting somebody there. Loki gets a good call out. Pio comes in, gets another one, almost finishing off Hwarang. There it is. Pio and Gen.G make quick work of MTech.
With just a single knock, Loki and Aqua 5 does go out to LAVEGA, so LAVEGA is going to be pounding from behind, trying to get those kills and finish us Quadro as well. So LAVEGA now finally looking really strong with 10 kills in their backpack. Their first game was disastrous because they were caught off in the trap, and then 2 more died in the midway, and Zenith was like the last one. Then he got knocked out because of he got caught of his position maybe. But that was just the first game. They jinxed that one out, and coming to the second one, they're really popping. And they're 4 strong, while DAMWON Gaming and Gen.G only has a single player towards themselves.
Well, I think you mentioned it, and now Gen.G has lost Loki, so it's just Pio with 9 kills. 14 total here for Gen.G. Good Lord. This is what we need to see out of Gen.G more. The PO show. Good gravy. The guy is a one-man wrecking crew. And 27 kills here, or excuse me, 27 points for Gen.G. You can see that in the top left. We have the live rankings. Love that, love that, love that so much. But with 4 up for LAVEGA, it's going to take something crazy for them to lose this. As PO is setting up smokes, knowing that getting down this hill that's in front of him is going to be extremely difficult. Let's see if he opts to go for the vehicle. We've seen it before where he can, on his own, cause absolute fits for these other teams.
I mean, PO is a one-man wrecking crew, and he could cause a huge mayhem for all these teams. Well, that's going to be DAMWON Gaming out, and now it's going to be PO versus the world. 1v4, not even like a 1v2 or 1v3, but a full squad against them. And what can he do? He's stuck on the edge of the circle, and I don't know how far he could go with that Bronco. He's just going to be getting into it.
He's just,
he's
honestly,
rolling. He's rolling.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Zenus opening up 29 good damage, and that vehicle is going to be sliding. PO gets off the vehicle. Sparrow pops a nade, cooks it, throws it anytime soon. Zenus from the side lands more damage, and that's going to be LAVEGA taking the win onto match number 2.
Poor PO. There wasn't much he could do there. He tried his best, and even getting down that hill was going to be challenging with how much time and vision that LAVEGA had on him. He gets there a little bit, but of course LAVEGA's not going to let him survive that. They know that it's a 4v1 there, and they just collapse on him.